Right, I'm delighted to be here with Corey Fright ahead of an absolutely massive fight in Cologne next weekend. But before we get onto the fight, I want to get to know you a little bit better. You've got some fantastic tattoos here. Can you talk me through them? Tell me your favourites, what the meanings are?
They're all symbolise something that's happened in my life. So, like, I've got both my boys' names on my hands. I've got my granddad on my right hand, that symbolise my granddad. My cross that symbolises my best mate who was killed in 2018. I don't know which one of my favourite is, to be honest. I think probably my chest. I think my chest is probably my favourite. It's probably the one that stands out the most.
What have you got in your chest, Corey?
I'll show you. So I've just got like work hard, dream big. Obviously skull and roses and death moth, stuff like that. Yeah.
You mentioned your kids there. Obviously, fighting has always meant something to you. But does it mean even more now that you've got two kids?
Well, I had kids from the get-go, really. Obviously, I started MMA on and off when I was about 15, and I had my first child at 17. So, you know, I've always had kids going through it, but it's always a good motivator to get yourself out of bed in the morning. Do you know what I mean? Because you know, I'm not just fighting for myself, I'm fighting for them as well. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, they're a good motivator.
And when you become an Oktagon champion, could we see an Oktagon tattoo on you?
Possibly, possibly. We don't know.
And I believe outside of fighting, Luke was telling me that you're massively into your motorbikes. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so I've been into motorbikes since being a little kid. I'm sponsored by a motorcycle club. My cousin is part of a motorcycle club. He's always been involved in motorbikes, and you know, I've had motorbikes myself. It's just a passion I've had from being a young kid, really.
And then we look to this fight in Cologne. Dennis Elby, a fantastic fighter in his own right. You're going into his backyard. Are you relishing the opportunity of being the underdog hero here?
Yeah, I think he's got everything to lose. Do you know what I mean? I think, you know, going over there, I'm probably going to be the, like you said, the underdog. He's going to be the favourite to win it. I think that's going to be my advantage. I think he's got a lot more pressure on him. I know he's had it before, though. Obviously, he's had a massive pro career in boxing, so I bet he's used to it. But it's different MMA. Do you know what I mean? He knows that I'm going to come in with all sorts of tools, and I think it's going to be a big pressure for him in front of his own crowd, especially when I put, you know, a clinic on him and he feels that first shot. I say it all the time when I fight these people. As soon as I hit him with that first shot, I can see it in their eyes. Didn't expect it. Do you know what I mean? I hit a lot harder than most featherweights. Anyone who spars me, anyone's fought me, will tell you the exact same. So I think as soon as I go in there, he's gonna have the pressure. I'm just gonna be in my zone and just pick him off, and I think he'll crumble.
When you mention that shot, I assume you're referring to the left hook. I've watched you ice people on the UKFC circuit with that shot. Yeah. Tell me how you developed that, where that power comes from.
Well, when I was a kickboxer, when I was younger, I was actually originally a southpaw, but they actually forced me to go into orthodox, which in the long run has actually benefited me because I'm left-handed and right-footed. So everyone I've knocked out has either been on my left hook or my right head kick. So it's just something I've developed from a young age. I've always had, not just that, all my family, like quite a few males in my family hit ridiculously hard, and you would not expect it. Like my brother's a bantamweight, but hits like much heavier than you would think. Sorry. So same with my cousins. All my cousins have a good whack on them as well. So I think it's just a genetic thing, to be honest.
It's amazing, right? Because obviously some people did this alone. You've got a fantastic campaign, and you've got a brother that's going through the same emotions, the same journey. What's it been like to do it alongside him?
Yeah, it's been amazing, mate. Yeah, Zach started a little bit after me, but it's been good to see Zach develop from, you know, literally a boy. He was tiny when he first started and develop into a man, and you know, be one of the best bantamweights in the country. Do you know what I mean? It's good to be a part of it. It's good to see him, you know, and it's good to be part of his development as well. Because obviously I help him with his striking. He helps me with my grappling as well. Just because I'm the big brother doesn't mean that I'm always teaching him. He's taught me a lot in my career as well, and yeah, he's actually called out knockouts in the past. You know what I mean? We've drilled things in the past, and he's like, just have a look at this shot. I remember when I fought Pav Sahorta, Zach drilled the same shot with me in the back room about 3 or 4 times, and then went in the cage and knocked him clean out of it. So yeah, we both learn off each other, and we both thrive off each other, really.
You've obviously been on this journey together, winning the UKFC title as an amateur. You've come all the way through now. You're going into this massive, massive fight, right? 20,000 people. It's the biggest event in German MMA history. Do you have to pinch yourself for this? What's it going to be like to walk out in front of all those people?
Well, I don't know what it's going to be like yet. It could be 20,000 boos for all I know. But I'll just go out and soak it up. I fought in an arena before. I fought in the Echo Arena in Liverpool, and I think I thrived in that environment. I don't think I crumble under this pressure. A lot of people say that it doesn't even look like I'm fighting sometimes. I'm that relaxed. So I think I'll just take it in my stride. I'll go in there and I'll feed off the energy, whether it's boos or cheers. I'll go in there and get the job done. I think if they boo me, they're going to give me more fuel to knock him out. So, yeah, I'm going there to create an upset.
And after you've landed this knockout upset, what's the plan then, right? Because you're going to be in Cologne, Germany. You're going to go out, get yourself a bratwurst, take in the sights. What's the plan for Corey for after this?
Not too sure yet. We're going to see what's on. I hope Christmas markets are on, but I've heard that it might be the week after. But I'll go out and celebrate because a couple of my family have come over, a couple of my friends have come over. So yeah, I might go out and celebrate, have a German beer and I don't know, some German cuisine, whatever they call it. But yeah, I'll enjoy myself and soak it all in because I've heard Cologne's meant to be a beautiful place as well. So yeah, let's go have a look.
It's amazing. You'll have earned yourself a German sausage. But looking back to last weekend, right? Aaron Avey, fantastic fighter in his own right. He fought for the Oktagon flyweight title. Didn't go his way, but he was dominant in the fight. What's your evaluation of it, especially considering you've been there throughout his journey, throughout the cancer, throughout the cystic fibrosis?
Yeah. It was heartbreaking because obviously we all thought it was his time and stuff. But one thing Gaby showed us going through his entire MMA career in the last few years as well is like, you know, life has always chucked him a curveball. Do you know what I mean? It's never been simple. It wouldn't if he was to go and win it on Saturday that easy. You wouldn't believe it had happened because everything he's done in his life has been, you know, this big turnaround and everything's been, you know, like a big comeback story. So I think it's kind of fit in a little bit because I think he's going to come back hungrier, better than ever, and I think he's going to come back and put on a clinic. But yeah, I'm gutted for him, but he just shows us that, you know, and it helped when I lost my first one in pro, that it's not the end of the line. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes the pressure in pro is you feel like you lose and that's it, it's done. But with Abe, he's showing you that, you know, even when you get chucked the biggest curve, he's had cancer, do you know what I mean? What destroys most people on the planet, do you know what I mean? He's come through that and smashing people all over the world, and he's just fell short on a cut. He hasn't lost the fight, has he? Do you know what I mean? He's been pulled out medically. Do you know what I mean? It's not like he's been absolutely dominated or knocked out or choked out. It's a decent cut above his eye. And he'll bounce back, I know he will. He's an animal.
Hopefully he does, and maybe there'll be a fight down the line in Newcastle or Birmingham for him. Hopefully you're going to be on one of these cards at some point. We've just seen this expansion into the UK, right, with the Oktagon Challenge. George Staines and Dennis Frimpong just fought in the Manchester Arena. I think Frimpong would be extremely interesting for you to fight because obviously he was winding people up in the house in Slovakia. I don't know if you'd have put up with that.
No, I definitely wouldn't. I'm a little bit different to them. They've got a little bit cooler temperament than me. I'm a little bit more shorter fused, do you know what I mean? But I don't concern myself with people that are beneath me. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't really want to get sucked into it, really, because it was calling out that Irish kid, but the Irish kid's like 1-1. Do you know what I mean? I'm onto bigger things than people are. He needs to go fucking take baby steps before he steps in with me. Do you know what I mean? I'm a well-experienced guy. Yeah, he's had a big wrestling pedigree and stuff, but that means fuck all when you're getting punched in the face. Do you know what I mean? With Frimpong, I think that was going to always happen in that fight. I think he knew it as well. He said it in his press conference that he wants to fight someone who's not going to grapple him. But if you don't want to get grappled, you're in the wrong fucking sport, aren't you? And that's the simple fact of it. I'm a striker. I'm dominant. I'm a dominant striker. But if I went in and said I don't want people to take me down, I'd be an idiot. Do you know what I mean? Because if he's a good striker like he thinks he is, then the first thing he should be expecting is that takedown, and he should have worked a full camp on stopping that takedown. So more fool him. But I'm happy for George. I think that's probably one of the most dominant, win I've seen for a debut in my life. Do you know what I mean? He was unbelievable. He was dominant from the get-go, and it looked like Frimpong just didn't have any answer for him. But like I said, I'm not going to concern myself on people like that. I'm looking past people like that, really. I'm looking higher than him. I want the title eventually. I'm going to look to get this guy out of the way, Dennis. I think if I get this, well, not if, when I get this guy out of the way, I think that really puts me in good stead. He's got a good record, a really good resume in boxing, and I think this is going to really propel me into the big leagues because, I did this with Mr. Pink, who I just fought. He was like 12-4. Fought, I can't remember the bloke he fought, the ex-bantamweight Cage Warriors champion, beat him, Alex Enland, and I just went in and absolutely dominated him in 39 seconds. Do you know what I mean? And he's fought some of the best guys in the country, so I think when I get Dennis out of the way, that's going to propel me into the big leagues, and I'm going for the title in 3 more fights, I reckon.
Fantastic, Corey. Thank you so much for giving me some time today. I can't wait to watch you out in Germany next week. I'm going to be there, so I can't wait to soak up the atmosphere with you. But before I let you go, is there anything else that you'd like to add?
No, I'd just like to thank all my sponsors, Carter's Facility, Red Rose Insurance Solutions, Dubai Jord. We've got Satan Slaves, Graphics. We've got UK Stove Installers, Lancashire. Someone's going to kill me because I can't remember them all. I think that's it. Yeah, all Lad United as well. I'd like to thank all them, because obviously without them this wouldn't be possible. They've supported me all the way through camp. I want to thank my partner Ashley. She's helped me all the way through camp, and my incredible team at Northwest Fight Academy. My coach Steve, my coach AB, my coach Jordan Chester, my brother. All these people that have helped me get to this stage in my career, and I'm gonna go, show people the fruits of my labour next week, and destroy someone for the team.